Naperville City Council has moved forward with plans to help fix the budget shortfall and rising debt within the city. Naperville News 17's Alyssa Bohenick has the story.
City Councilman Kevin Coyne called it the largest vote they may ever make on the dais. But that didn't stop council members from voting 5-4 to start the process to add a 0.5% home rule sales tax on goods purchased in town, excluding cars, groceries, and drugs to help solve the escalating debt problem. However, some were hesitant to make a final decision on the matter, concerned that just the idea of a higher tax rate would be seen as a negative by those who visit our town, a thought seconded by many.
There is a challenge here with the perception of a new tax being placed on additional goods being sold here in this town, and perception is sometimes reality.
Naperville is perceived as a high-tax town. Just Google tax rate in Naperville. It's not going to say except for car dealers. You're going to get the impression that you have a high tax rate here.
On top of that, council members were also concerned about the speed at which the sales tax discussion was moving, most agreeing they want more time to consider the options.
I personally feel as a caretaker for the city's finances that I have an obligation to scrub the budget.
My head is not around this issue well enough, and I do not feel that I would be using the gifts and the characteristics that I was elected to use if I were to vote on this tonight.
Others, like Judy Broadhead, were in favor of a home rule sales tax because of the situation with the state of Illinois.
The fact that we can't know what the state will do, and this seems to go on month after month after month, I think is something that propels us, or at least propels me, into wanting to insulate Naperville from that.
But Mayor Cherico says delaying a sales tax increase would draw even more problems to our city by increasing our debt, thus affecting our AAA bond rating, which the city has been warned may be in jeopardy.
This is exactly what has happened in our state. Exactly. We are on a parallel path. We're not as far down, but this is exactly, and interestingly, the same types of counterpoints are being used that have been used for years in Springfield. Send it back to committee, study it. We need more information. It's being rushed through. Don't solve the problem. Let's go talk about it. And it's a terrible idea.
Councilwoman Becky Anderson agreed, saying the reality is that Naperville needs to be marketable, and the only way for that to happen is to keep an attractive bond rating, only manageable now by a tax increase.
I hate having a new tax. Nobody wants to do this. But I agree that if we have to do this, our bond rating is everything. It's not the point of being able to borrow money. It's what it means to people, corporations, businesses coming to this city.
The discussion on local sales tax, as well as how a garbage fee increase would solve the structural deficit of $6.8 million, will continue at the next City Council meeting on September 1st. I'm Alyssa Bohenick for Naperville News 17.
City Council also plans to vote on whether to move from a fiscal year budget process to a calendar year at their next meeting.